Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mr. Casserole Show with Primo. Today's special guest is Amber Sapphire. So how did you get into music? How did you get all into that? Because I met you at the Tub, where, you know, it was a whole bunch of performing.
It was I went with a friend that was into music, and I like to write. So that was one thing. He was into music, and he was my best friend, you know,
Slow-mo, yeah. Scotty, right?
I don't know where he's at. He's, you know, kind of disappeared off the map for a minute, but, yeah, he would do the music, and I saw a lot of potential in him, and when we would meet up or whatever, and we would talk about it, and his plans and different things like that, I just saw so many holes as I, you know, was researching it. And then I started working with, I met another friend, and I started working with the studio on Grand Prairie, and you just see what an artist needs, you know what I'm saying, just that basic platform, and being able to write and get all of that in order. I just kind of started doing it that way. You know, I just saw a need just being out, because like I'm single. So I don't like to go to clubs, really. I was married for a long time, so I don't really club, you know, or whatever. So when I heard about open mic and things like that, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is where you go and you focus on, you know, someone or whatever, you know, the different artists that are performing. It doesn't give you that, like, I just came here to meet somebody type of vibe, you know. So I liked it immediately. So then I just started going, and I like to go around. I really want to highlight the artist, you know, because y'all do a lot. I mean, just even trying to get your voice to be heard, because everybody has a different tone. Everybody says something different, you know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's like, I think it's beautiful, and it takes a lot of guts to get up there and pour out your energy. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing how someone's going to accept you. You know, when you talk to somebody, you kind of warm up to them. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to the point where y'all vibe, and then you open up to that person. But going on stage is something that you've written and prepared, and then you're going up there, and you're not knowing what kind of response you're going to get. You know? So I feel like if you're going to do it, it's best to do it to the best of the, you know what I'm saying? Use what resources you have to the best of your ability, you know? So that was the need that I seen, because it's like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort just to get your stuff on the platforms, you know what I'm saying? And now they have the, you can have, you know, load it to Ditto and different things like that. But I'm a believer in that you never know where someone is going to feel you. So if you limit yourself in any way, like you're limiting your chances, you know what I'm saying? Because it's up to you to build that platform. You know, you can't go to a record label and then not have anything. They want you to have money now. They want you to have a following. You know, and now you have to build on your own. You know what I'm saying? And that's not easy.
Oh no, it is not. It's a challenge, but a challenge that the real will accept. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will accept that challenge. And I believe that's the fun about it for me. You know what I'm saying? Is the challenge. Because, I mean, what would the fun be at if there wasn't no challenge, no competition? You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it.
And if you enjoy it, you know, don't let it take from you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So, this place in Grand Prairie, it was a studio. What studio was it called?
It's with Almighty Regime Productions, and that's my home base, you know what I'm saying? I started with them, you know, working with Nakamichi Farrow out there. And it was an experience. I mean, we built that studio from, like, putting in the floor and painting the walls, and, I mean, he's already been doing his thing or whatever, but I started to write, what would I call it, like an outline. That's what I do. I write pitches, outlines. Like if you're selling tickets, you know, there's this concept to sales. There's a psychology behind it, you know. So better ways to do that. So I just kind of started writing an outline of what needs to be done and what steps to take and kind of get it organized, you know what I'm saying, in an organized manner where you can set up a plan, you know, and not have it take from you, but go with your budget and everything that you got going. Because if you're an artist and you want me to go out and represent you, or say PR, public relations, or whatever, I need merchandise, I need good quality music, you know what I'm saying, and I need good photography. And then on top of that, you have to move around on your web pages. You can't just post stuff, you have to be interactive. You know, there's strategies to it, to build your fan base, and just kind of, you know, a lot of it is you giving yourself to people, you know what I'm saying, so you give them what you want, you know what I'm saying. Right. And yes, you know, that goes with choosing your, what is it? I don't know what I would call it right now. I got a little nervous.
It's okay.
But I talk a lot, you know what I'm saying, anyway, so I feel like, because I'm getting ready to kick off a poetry podcast. So trying to get comfortable, and I've only, you know, been in front of a camera and interviewed one other time, and it's like, you want to get comfortable with it, you still get a little, I don't know, I guess, but, yeah, I'm nervous.
It's a normal feeling, normal human feeling.
Yeah.
So you've been doing it since, so it's about 2 years, right, that you've been doing,
2 years on and off, because I moved away for a little bit, and then got back to the city. Yeah, so about 2 years.
Than you ever seen in your life?
No, and I was there in the summertime.
Oh, so
I didn't see, no, I was gone before winter. I left right before winter, yeah.
But I'm assuming those were good summer days, right? Because it's not
beautiful.
too hot. Not
it was
too...
beautiful.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, I remember we went swimming, and the breeze from the mountains would come down, and it's so cold. So it'd be hot, you know what I'm saying? And then that mountain air hit you, and, you know, swimming and stuff, it'd be, like, cold. Like, oh, my gosh. But it's beautiful. We drove up the mountains, one mountain, and it was, like, literally, there was no rail, you know, and all you could see was this vast, just, like, mountains and valley, like, so far, you know. It just gives you a perspective on the world, you know, and how much space there is and how beautiful. I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah. I still think about it a lot. I want to go and settle there, you know, eventually. I'll go back.
Did you, well, do you smoke weed?
I do.
What's
That's
up?
probably why I'm a little jittery, because I might have smoked too much. And my GPS was taking me in circles. Maybe it was doing what it was supposed to, but it could have had me because it could have had me come up Hemphill and just turn, you know what I'm saying? But it had me go on because I was coming from Crowley Road, you know, and I was on the other side, but it had me jump the freeway and go around and get off on Oakland and turn around and do all this other extra shit and go up here and turn around and then come back this way. It was...
What a maze it gave you.
Yes, it really did. It really fucking did.
My goodness.
And so I was like, damn. Yeah.
So when you were in Colorado, did you go to any dispensaries? Did you experience any of that?
That's one of the best parts about being up there. You know, it is, I will say I was a little bit more on, like, wait till I get home to smoke, you know, because, I mean, shit, where I was, the police officers were the sexiest thing out there, you know, there wasn't many people, it was people there, but it was more like, I called it settle down town, you know, literally, it was either older people or couples and kids, you know, everywhere, so it was just, it was different, but the energy there was cool.
That's good.
Yeah, like it was peaceful. And then going to it was like going to a candy store, honestly, and they're so nice in there, and they're just like, you know, it's this, no. And I'd spend so much before I even realized, it's just like, okay, like, yeah, I wanted to try a lot of different stuff. But yeah, it was cool.
That's good. When you were at the dispensary, did you try any new strain that, like, went over the top of the other strains that you smoked?
No, and I think it's because I smoke too much, and I'd have to really think about it, you know what I'm saying? because I have a high tolerance, so I mean, I like to smoke different weed. I don't like to get a whole big batch of the same. You know, I want like 2 or 3 different kinds, and I'll be happy. But it was better up there than down here, and I'm not, you know, I didn't have the guts or whatever to bring much back, you know, other than what like I smoked on the road to make it back. So when I got back, that shit was sad, and then having to go back to buying a bag, you know, and it being like something was wrong with me, you know, or you gotta creep and shit. I didn't like that, no.
Yeah, I guess I could say I had Colorado weed before, but it comes once in a while down here. You know what I'm saying? You get those, I'm not sure if you've seen them, but they sell them like in the cookies bag and shit
I
like
don't like that shit.
You don't like that?
Not most of the time. No, it doesn't. It's not the experience from when I was up there, when I've gotten it out of those little bags. Because you gotta think about it, up there you get to choose your kind. You know, it's like laid out. You know, and that's pretty, and oh, that smells really good, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that, being able to pick it, but I don't like those bags. And even getting the gummies, like, I guess I would have to eat a bunch of them or whatever, to really fill it, but I don't like them, you know, especially down here. I haven't caught any that I liked, and the ones that I did get last time, that shit was, you know, it was like a big gummy like that, you know, you could go into there and get like drinks and all types of shit, you know.
That's infused with cannabis?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get a lot of different stuff, but down here, no. But it's not, you know, I like the CBD licorice too. You can get that. That'll, you know, at least like if I have a headache or something, or I'm kind of tired, I'll eat a CBD licorice, and I like that shit. I don't know. That's the only thing like that I've felt anything off of.
And is this CBD licorice, can you find it anywhere, or was it just in Colorado?
Oh no, that's down here. That's the only one that I had down here that tasted good. And like I felt an effect of, you know, because you know people smoke that CBD weed, and I've smoked it with a few people, but I don't like it.
You don't like smoking CBD? You rather eat it edibly? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a friend of mine told me that he would dab with CBD, and it has like this funny taste to it.
Well, I don't know about all that. I didn't know they had it even in that form.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, you can dab it up. There's like trinkets or whatever. You just like little drops, put it on your food, you eat it, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of formats of CBD. Like me right now, I'm trying to find some good places to get CBD. So where would you recommend someone like me to go to?
Oh shit, I don't know. I just would go to this one by my house. I mean, it just says CBD.
Oh, okay.
And like
that's the only one you go to?
Yeah, that's the only one that I've been to, because I just went in there to kind of see, and they have the little licorice there, so I just grabbed a couple. So I went back to get the licorice, you know.
So where's this CBD store at?
It was over off of Clifford Street in White Settlement, by the, which one was it?
White Settlement's like West Side, right?
Yeah, West Side, yeah. With somebody on an event and different things like that was, the person was absolutely a scam artist and very deceitful. I felt like he tried to poison me. I mean, it's a situation where if I was to see that person to this day, like, and it made me mad after the event that I seen, maybe, what was it, like a couple weeks later, come out with new merchandise and stuff, and then people are still trying to work with you, you know. I had to cut off working with a couple different people, and just like I had to move my energy around because it hurt me, and I do claim, you know, a high level empath, you know, so when that happened, it was, yeah, it was not cool at all. But if I seen him to this day, I got hands for him any day.
I think I know who you're talking about. So I think this was like last year, maybe around this time, 2019, right?
Yeah.
Where this big ass this
festival.
this guy, he hit me up too. I'm assuming he did that to a lot of artists. But it's episode 9 with Amber Sapphire, special guest. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Peace.